Hey, everybody, welcome to Mobile, Alabama in the 2020 Reese's Senior Bowl. Time for another draft show hit live from the 2020 version of the event alongside David Helman and the great Nate Newton, three-time Super Bowl champion. I'm Kyle Youmans. And, guys, that first practice with the North squad coming to a close, the South just getting underway back behind us. And, Nate, we'll start with you just to kind of get your thoughts overall. Of course, you're looking at a lot of defensive guys. You've been very vocal about that on Hanging with the Boys, talking about wanting to have a couple defensive guys to pick from in the draft. Anybody that caught your eye?
Yeah, number 55. You know his name, Strawbridge.
Jason Stroman.
I don't know these names like these dudes, but I'm going to tell you about
North Carolina.
He took over practice today. He dominated practice. Number 55 in the individual drills. He took over in the team period. He took over. He did well on his pass rushes coming around the edge. He bulled over people. He ran through people. There's a kid coming out of Oklahoma, number 90. I don't know where he's going to be drafted at.
Neville Gallimore.
This dude
Oklahoma.
is nice. Hey, I don't care nothing about the offense. All I'm thinking about is the defense. I told him not to even bring me on the air because I ain't thinking nothing but defense. Let's knock somebody's head off.
Well, let's elaborate on a couple of those guys.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
right
let's run through a wall.
No, I'm glad Nate brought up Jason Stroman. We're just learning about these guys. North Carolina, defensive lineman, played a lot of defensive tackle during his college career, moved around. I think he's got the versatility to do 3-4 and 4-3. But the funny thing, Nate, is guy went to Carolina. You know, they wear that like electric blue.
Yes, they do.
And it just kept catching my eye. I'm like, am I seeing something because he's dominating, or am I seeing something because he's got the brightest colors on the field? So I'm glad that a 3-time Pro Bowler is backing up my assessment because he looked really good.
Well, and Strobridge also size-wise just kind of towers above people. 6'4" is what they measured him at on the in the weigh-in yesterday, and then he also was 292 as well, and he's lean at the same time, was able to get inside and have a little bit of a punch. I kind of want to talk about Neville Gallimore too, though.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a guy that a lot of Cowboys fans have had their eye on. Of course, he's not very far up the highway in Norman playing for Lincoln Riley. Exactly. And he's been a guy that, in terms of the second round at 51, if he's there, potentially depending on what they do in the first round, could be that second-round pick for the Cowboys.
I'm telling you, man, he looked powerful today. I had an eye on him. Again, I mean, I'm with Nate. I was watching the defensive line all day today. Gallimore looked the part of a powerful defensive tackle. You talk about senior defensive lineman. He's had years in a college weight program. He looks the part absolutely out here.
100%. And, Nate, you were extremely impressed with what he was able to do. But what made Gallimore special in the practice earlier?
Just his first explosive step off the ball. He was always knocking guys back. He was always taking advantage of guys in game situations. He did a hell of a job today. Now, the other kid, number 55, like I said, I don't know their names, and I will have their names as time goes on. Number 55, the Strobridge kid, he took over the individual drills. He took over the team periods. When they did games and stuff, stunts with other guys, he got in at the tackle, he got in at the end, and he just took over. Then when they went to run period, he took over again. Number 90 kept flashing. Big 12 kid, so I don't know if he's a stud yet because he's a Big 12 kid. And I know y'all don't want to hear that, but hey, he is all right.
Now, there were a couple questions on Twitter for some of the draft show fans saying, hey, what about edge guys? Is any edge guys catching your mind? I know scheme-wise you might not necessarily have that as a priority depending on where we are as a Cowboys organization. However, it seems like there were a couple guys there that were pretty good as well.
I really don't want to repeat myself from yesterday. I'm sorry, but I'm going to do it. Josh Uche, Michigan. Listen, this isn't pick 17. This is probably a day 2 guy. But what I'm telling you is this guy can bend, man. I'm going to steal a line from somebody up in the press box I was watching practice with. It doesn't matter if you can run under a table. That's literally the line. And that's what this guy can do, man. He can get down on the ground. He can dip his shoulder. He is blitzing right past guys, turnstiles out of these tackles. I don't know where he plays. He's a tweener. I have a feeling he's not the perfect fit for the Cowboys. Maybe the new coaching staff could take a look at it, but the dude is impressive.
Like, it ain't about fit. It's about is he a playmaker.
There we go. Take that. Send that to the Cowboys personnel department because the guy gets around tackles. I'm super impressed with him.
A guy who could really get on the inside. He was on the outside earlier. Should be a whole lot of fun. Nate's already wrapping me up. We are not going to wrap up just yet. We'll be back. We're wrapping up right now, but we're going to wrap up the second practice. We're going to take a look at what the South has in store.
Gallimore,
Nate's ready to draft both of those guys as we speak. So for Nate Newton, for Dave Helman, I'm Kyle Youmans. We'll see you in just a little bit here on DallasCowboys.com.